Welcome back. I'm Judy Gabriel. We've got so much going on in the Bahamas right now with a lot of devastation from the Hurricane Dorian that happened lately. We've also got Kimberly Mullings on hand right now via Skype. Kimberly, welcome. Thank you for doing this right now.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the devastation. Obviously, there's so much that has happened right now. You're on the ground right now. Tell us what's going on and what's happening right at this minute.
We're the island where Dorian decided to move through at 5 miles per hour, dropped down to 1 mile per hour, and then he stopped. He just sat here. So, you know, we had a hurricane from Sunday straight until Tuesday. It's something that's never happened before. Up until yesterday, we still had some strong winds as Dorian finally left. Here on Grand Bahama Island, we've experienced significant damage. We have one of the most tremendous building codes in the world here on this island. And we could have never prepared for something like this. We've had some Category 5 hurricanes come through, but never any that caused this amount of damage, and none at 185 miles per hour causing, you know, storm surges of with 15 and 20 feet of water in some cases. So as you can imagine, a lot of people they were flooded out of their homes. You know, wind was one factor, rain was another factor, but the flooding, that is what caused a lot of tragedy, I would say, if I could put it in a word.
Well, for sure. And there's so many people looking for their families, their loved ones. Obviously, it is a crazy destruction that you see on the grounds. How are you guys finding the people? Where are you going? I know that Facebook was a big deal, and you were talking about finding people within that. How's that going?
Okay, so it's going very well, and in all honesty, I would say that the government, they kind of failed us a little bit. You know, their command center went underwater. You know, they couldn't have prepared for that because they were inland. But the command center went underwater. I don't think it's a good idea to have had it on the bottom floor of a building anyway. A lot of citizens, you know, after seeing what was happening, they decided to, you know, hop on jet skis, hop on boats, connect via social media. So we were kind of feeding them the information. Some of my friends, some of my relatives, they joined. Even if it's a matter of as people were being rescued, give them a towel, give them some water, you know, connect them with their families or take them in temporarily. Those are the things that citizens did. And you could barely see government officials on the ground. Right now, I think they're still doing some flyabouts and some walkthroughs, you know, after the big rescue mission, I would say. At this point, a lot of people are trying to evacuate or salvage what they could from their homes. And so we're just taking this time to say, hey, yes, we did touch base with this person. This is where they are at, or they would have gone home now to try and clean up or whatever. So we're just trying to assist as best as possible. We're a small nation. Grand Bahama Island has 70,000 people, if that. The island of Abaco, they had one of the fastest growing economies. So now you're thinking about two islands whose economies were, you know, severely compromised. And a lot of people are, you know, showing up missing, you know, or dead. You're hearing people who survived Hurricane Dorian saying, hey, I literally watched my son slip out my hand, or I watched my girlfriend. You know, I went to one of my friends last night. And this should tell you what we're dealing with, the type of flooding we had. He stands at about 6 feet tall. I went to his girlfriend's sister to just speak with her because I already heard the story before she could have connected with her sister's boyfriend. And, you know, I didn't want her to find that on social media. And he showed up there with bruises and cuts on his hands, and the only thing he could say to his girlfriend's sister is, I tried my hardest. And the current took her. It's scary.
Yeah, it's a scary thing that's happening there, and we're praying for you. We're looking out for you, and we're wrapping up right now. But thank you, Kimberly, for sharing your story and what's going on there. Thank you again. And again, we pray for you guys.
Thank you so much.